Hello everyone, welcome back. It's TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Guys, we're doing a really good special video for each and every one of you. Impact Esports, you have given me a challenge for us to do any type of challenge with Sheffield United because they start in debt. Well, my friend, we're doing a challenge for you. We're going to see whether or not if we can fix Sheffield United and see if we can get them into the Premier League within the next 5 years. Now guys, as always, please make sure that you do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell too, and do not forget, if you do have any other requests for us on this channel, leave a comment down below. Anyway guys, let's hit the intro. Let's see what we can do with Sheffield United. Can we fix them? Can we get them into the Premier League? Let's find out. So guys, we've come to the end of the first season. We've done it slightly different. We just went straight to the end of the first season, just see what we can do with Sheffield United. We managed to bring in a few players, nothing too extravagant, but in the first season we finished 10th. We're only 8 points behind in the playoff places, which was it could have been closer. It could have been closer. Now we're still insecure. We're still £9.5 million in debt. I mean, the players that we managed to bring in were Butra and Matthew Rose. Oh, Matthew Rose was Bosman Ruling anyway. Loans in wise, we brought in Andrew Martin. He done a good job. Let's be honest. But guys, this season has been a tough season for Sheffield United. Looking through the competitions itself, we got to the second round of the League Cup, the fourth round of the FA Cup. Wow, I didn't even realise we got that far. We lost to Aston Villa. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, we beat the likes of Oldham in a replay, and in the League Cup we lost to Watford, but we beat Chesterfield in the first League Cup game. But I mean, going over the stats, as you can see, I mean, Butra, he's got 33 goals for us this season, so he's been a massive contribution to the team. Andrew Martin getting 9, Patrick Sufo getting 9, Michael Brown, he's going to be a big influential player for our team. Assists, Bobby Ford, he had a good season. He did have a good season. Passing completion rate, Rob Page and Keith Curl taking us away, and Michael Brown's tackle rate is pretty good, let's be honest. But guys, we need to see what we can do. But I mean, with £9.5 million in debt, we've definitely got to sell to buy. I know it says we've got £50,000 in the transfer funds, but let's be honest, what are we going to be able to bring with £50,000 worth of what we can offer? So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can sell. Let's see if we can bring anyone in. We might have to look at loans. We never know. And let's see what we can do at the start of the second season. So guys, we come to the start of the second season. We've managed to bring in a few players. We brought in Craig Robinson from Blackpool. He's someone that I want to try and build up, to be honest with you, because his marking's good. I think we can maybe get his training up to get positioning and tackling up. We'll never know. We'll see what happens. Kit Simons, I brought some players in that, you know, can add a little bit of depth, add a little bit of experience into the team. Rob Green, we needed a new goalie. Stuart John Dawe, I've never come across him before, but the striker's got 20 on finishing, so I wanted to see if he can help us with our promotion push. Chris McCready, I mean, his central defender, but I mean, I'm looking at the positioning, the marking, the tackling. They're all in the right area, so I've brought him in hoping that he can steady our defence. Gerard Weekins, brought him in because I brought him in when I was managing Torquay United once upon a time, many moons ago. And Gerard Weekins, he did a good job for us, so I brought him in as cover as well as trying to bolster the team up. And Chris Stringer, he was on a free transfer. He'd been released from Sheffield Wednesday, so I thought, we'll keep him and his family in the same city, and keep him close to Sheffield United territory. So we brought in Chris Stringer. Now we have sold a few players. A few players have gone on Bosman Ruling as well. But Simon Tracy, he's gone to Wrexham for 300,000. Sean Murphy for 500,000. Peter Unlove for just over £1 million. And Wilco Devott just £1 million. Now, looking at our finances at the moment, obviously we get the sponsorship money in from being in Division 1, and the money that we sold for players, we're now only £1.3 million in debt, which is brilliant. We're going in the right direction to clearing our debt. But the first game of the season is up. Let's see what happens at the end of Season 2. So guys, we come to the end of Season 2, and let's see how we got along with Sheffield United. Oh, 7th. Oh, we lost on goal difference. Right, from the last season, the first season, we got 71 points. Second season, we got 72 points. And we missed out on playoffs on goal difference. That is, oh, that's heart-wrenching. Absolutely heart-wrenching. Right, let's see how we got along with the other competition. So League Cup, we got to the 4th round of the League Cup. Brilliant. We'll see who we lost to. 5th round of the FA Cup. Right, first of all, let's go and see who we managed to knock out in the League Cup. So Kidderminster we beat 4-0. Brentford 3-1. Cambridge United 4-0. Man United, they beat us 4-2. Their youngsters beat us 4-2. Okay. Okay, look, but the FA Cup. So West Brom, we beat them 1-0. Stoke, we beat 1-0. Blackburn, we drew 1-1, and then we lost the replay. That's good going for these guys. We're starting to make good strides. Looking at stats wise, goals. Oh, we don't see new players, have we? Let's go through that first. So as you can see, obviously we've gone through the players at the start of the season. I don't think we've got loans in. Yes, we did. That's one thing we forgot to look at. So we've got Baki Merisimic, James Coppinger, and Sean Maloney. But Sean Maloney must have been a short. Yeah, he was a short one. But looking through the stats, Butra 17 goals, Mark Nichols 13. Oh, Mark Nichols, we didn't go through his name, did we? I don't know how. When did we get? Oh, he's come through on a Bosman ruling. Ah, okay. So yeah, so as I was saying, Butra 17, Mark Nichols 13, Bobby Ford and BUBA YOHANNA. I brought him up from the youth development. He was in the reserve, sorry, not youth development, but he looks pretty good, to be fair. Assists, Butra got the goal for that there. Jorge Oterio on a Bosman ruling. He looks pretty good, if we're being honest. So he does look like a good defender for us. Tackle rate, Michael Brown and Chris McCready. They're doing us proud with getting the tackles in. But guys, I mean, throughout the first 2 seasons, we finished 10th, then we finished 7th. So we're getting better. We are getting better. We definitely need to. I think we definitely need to look into our defence maybe a little bit more. Mean the striking options. I think we need to start looking at a better striker, because we're definitely missing opportunities to get into the playoffs and hopefully get into the Premier League next season, one hopes. But let's see who we managed to bring in at the beginning of season 3. Let's see if we can actually get Sheffield United ready for the Premier League, and we're finally out of debt. So let's see who we can bring in. So guys, we come to the start of season 3. We have brought in a handful of players. Jamie Vincent from Portsmouth, Epeti from well, he's from Crewe, but originally he is from Alaves B team. Alan Coombe, brought him in from Dundee United. I'll look at him and I think he's going to be a better goalie for us. Mohamed Kamara, Kevin Watson, John Welsh, Gary Breen, and lastly Don Hutchinson. We've brought in a couple of loanees as well, Simon Rusk and John O'Shea. We managed to sell a few players as well. A few left on free transfer, Bosman ruling. But Terry Phelan to Notts County, Rob Page to Tranmere, Benoit Poisson to Kidderminster, and lastly Matthew Rose, who we signed last season. He's gone to Watford. Now we've managed to actually get into the green. Now we've got 8 million in the bank, 8 million for transfer funds. It's took us to 2 full seasons to actually get some decent money in Sheffield United, which is good. But we've got a lot of work to do. 10th in the first season, 7th in the second season, missing out only on goal difference in the playoffs. So we've got to try and hit the playoffs. At least that's the bare minimum. We've got to hit the playoffs. I mean, I'd love to get automatic promotion or even win Division 1. But let's see what happens at the end of Season 3. So we've come to the end of Season 3, guys. I'm feeling quite confident with the team that we managed to pull in for Sheffield United. I'm feeling that we could get promotion at the very least, like I said. Oh my God! We finished 7th again. Oh my God, we lost by 1 point. For Christ's sake, are we going to get stuck in Division 1? Well, let's have a look at the other cup competitions before we go diving into the stats for these guys. So League Cup, we got knocked out in the first round. That's the worst we've done so far. 4th round of the FA Cup. Let's see who we managed to. So Southend beat us in the League Cup. Southend, Division 3. Wow. FA Cup 2nd round. We beat Rochdale 2-0. We beat Darlington in the 3rd round 1-0. We lost to Bolton 2-0 in the 4th round. I'm disappointed because I thought we had the team to do it. I genuinely did. Bobby Ford is our top goal scorer. Butcher has not performed this season at all. Kevin Watson, our new signing, he scored 12 goals. He had a good season for us. Eppetit, 11 this season. Don Hutchinson with 9. That's a good season for him as well. My youth talent, who got promoted through the youth ranks, Daniel Walsh, he had a good season as well. I mean, assists wise, you could see that not a lot of assists this season from the players. Gary Breen, he had a good pass and completion. Same with John Welsh. Tackle rate, Gary Breen, Michael Brown, they're both in the 3s. It's a good season for them, but I mean, what else do we need to do to try and get Sheffield United promoted? I mean, you can see we've lost a little bit of money as well. We definitely need to do something. We definitely need to bring in something which can help us, actually get into the playoffs at least. We've got a lot of work to do, definitely, for Season 4. So let's head over to the start of Season 4. Let's see who we managed to bring in. So guys, the start of Season 4, we've brought in a backlog of players. I mean, starting off at the June time, we brought in Luke Beckett from Sunderland, Salif Diao and Simon Davies. And then looking into this season, Justin Jackson, Teddy Lukic, Brian Jar, Jean Gunnarsson, Stephen Simmons and Jorge Bolano. I took a punt on him. I've not had him before, so I'm taking a punt on him. Players that we've managed to release this season: Paul Pescaludio, Bosman Ruller, John Welsh. He wanted to leave, so he's gone for £2.8 million to Portsmouth. And during the close of the season, Jorge Santos, Michael Brown for £4.1 million, and Carla Saba on a free transfer. I mean, the team itself, it does look good. We should be able to get promotion for sure. I mean, what else can we do? We've got a cracking team. But let's head over to the end of Season 4. I'm putting all my everything's crossed for the end of the season. Everything's fingers crossed, toes crossed, hairs crossed, everything. I'm hoping that we can get promotion to the Premier League at the end of this season. So guys, we've come to the end of Season 4, and you know, this is the last season where we can potentially get the chance to play in the Premier League in this video. So let's see how we got along with Season 4 for Sheffield United. Oh my God, yes! We finally did it! We finally cracked it. 93 points. We were only 4 points clear of our closest of all rivals, Sheffield Wednesday. Wow. Oh, we finally did it. That is amazing. That is really, really, really good. Let's see what we did in the other cup competitions, and we'll have a look in the stats in depthly. So competitions. We got to the final of the League Cup. Wow, we'll have a look at that in a minute. FA Cup, we got knocked out in the third round. Right, let's have a look at all of these competitions. So, Oxford, we beat them 3-0. Fulham, we beat them 3-2. Good God. Okay, what about the third round? Charlton, we beat 3-2. West Ham, 1-0. And we lost to them 3-2 a few days before. League Cup quarter final, Gillingham 2-1. We lost to Fulham in the FA Cup third round. Crystal Palace, we beat them 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final, and we drew 1-1 in the second leg. And then who do we lose to? Arsenal. We had, to be fair, we actually had a really good run-in for the League Cup, which is amazing. Looking at the stats, Justin Jackson, the man from the Conference League, the man from Doncaster Rovers, continues scoring 30 plus goals in a season. Fantastic. Luke Beckett, he had a relatively good season. Gunnarsson, he had a good season, scoring 13. Don Hutchinson, Simmons scored 11 as well. Jamie Vincent with good assists, as well as Mike Duff. Passing completion, look at that, 77% for all of these guys. Tackle rate, Danny Barr, youth prodigy, coming through the youth development. Positioning 20, marking 14, tackling 14, absolutely brilliant. But Teddy Lukic and Gary Breen combining, they obviously done magnificent work in centre back. Salaf Diao, he took over Michael Brown in defensive midfield. He had a good season as well, so really, really happy with this. We're through to the Premier League in our last season. Quite ironic, isn't it? So let's see what we can bring in for season 5, our last season, the season where we're actually going to be playing in the Premier League. So guys, it's our last season in this video. We're in the Premier League for the first time in this video, which is amazing. And as you can see, Liverpool signed one of the best goalies on the game, Sebastian Frey. But let's see who we managed to bring in for this, our last season. We brought in Neil Mellor on a free transfer. Lee Young-Pyo from SHAUN for 2 million. Daryl Russell from Ipswich for 2.5. Stephen Cosgrove for 6.5. And Bonaventure Kalu on a free transfer. Players that we've let go, Davy on a free transfer, and Bobby Ford for £900,000. Looking at our finances, it's not been the best during this 5-season window, but it's still good enough. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we can get a respectable position, you know, maybe mid-table. Hoping that we can get mid-table finish, and you know, that'll be success on its own. So let's see what happens at the end of season 5. Let's see if we can get a really good respectable position for Sheffield United. The time has come. It's the end of our 5-season window with Sheffield United. Have we managed to get a really good position, or have we struggled with Sheffield United in the Premier League? What? Second, 72 points. Oh my God, it's a low scoring season this season. Look at that. That's a low scoring season for everyone, let's be honest. But I mean, we conceded way too many goals, but 2 points behind United. We finished second. We were in the Champions League, and so Bolton Wanderers. Right, let's have a look at the cup competitions. Have we managed to bring any domestic trophies in? League Cup third round, FA Cup third round. Okay, so we've only managed to bring in one trophy, which is the Division 1 title. But let's have a look at the tournaments. I mean, Stoke City, they beat us 3-0 in the FA Cup, and I think Stoke City were in Division 1, so that's bad. League Cup, we beat Brighton 4-0, and Birmingham, we lost 1-0. That's bad. I mean, looking through the stats wise, guys, goals scored, not a high scoring season, as you could see. 11 for BECKETT, 10 for Justin Jackson, 10 for Neil Mellor. Our left back's got the most assists this season. Passing completion rate, someone who's actually played a full season, Justin Jackson, Salif Diao, Mike Duff, all getting 78. Tackle rate, Teddy Lukic with 3.6. Danny Barr got 4, but he only played 14 games, or started in 14 games. But guys, I'll tell you what, it has been absolutely incredible getting Sheffield United to second place. We're losing money like there's no tomorrow. But guys, if you have liked this video, please make sure that you do smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell too. And guys, if you want to see other teams win a 5-year window or a season-long gameplay, leave a comment down below. But guys, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you for the next video that we have on my channel here at TGR. That's Gaming Robo.